All right, welcome back, everybody. Way number 39. Way number 39 is noseh ba'ol im chaviro, is to carry the burden of your friend. Your friend is in a struggle. Carry that burden with them. Feel it with them. Be there with them. We call it empathy. Is to consider someone else's challenge and to feel their struggle. Share that burden. This is a very important trait because the Torah teaches us how to be the best person possible. How do I be the best father, the best mother, the best brother, the best child, the best friend, the best spouse? You can't be excellent at any of those if you can't feel someone else's situation. If you don't know what they're going through, it's very difficult to really connect with them. It's very difficult to elevate that relationship beyond something which is superficial. Feel someone else's pain for real, particularly with people to whom you're constantly exposed to, right? You have a teacher teaching your class. Feel their situation. It's a struggle preparing the class every day. Right? You have a student. Feel your student situation. You have a patient, client. They say that most psychologists need psychologists. Why? Because they make their patient's problem theirs. If you're really caring for a patient, you connect with their struggle, and many times it becomes your own struggle. Doctor, what can you share on this?
I can say, you remind me of the most embarrassing moment in my high school career. And you're talking about field of teachers, field respect for the teacher. So I'm a freshman in high school, just a kid, right? So I get into the science class, and the teacher's teaching about rocks. Okay? So he says, this is an igneous rock. I said, excuse me, that's really a sedimentary rock because the igneous rock is the basalt. He said, you're right. I said, excuse me. So this went, 3 or 4 times, and finally says to me, you want to teach this class? So I thought he meant for me to do that. So I said, okay. So I got up and spoke for an hour. And the kids liked it. But that wasn't no good.
Yeah.
So I regret that, I'm really sorry I did that. And
thank you, Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah.
So did he give you a good grade again?
Yeah, I got an A, but still, it wasn't good articulate.
Yeah. But did we meet people all the time? The person at the bank, the teller, and the cashier, and the baker, and the butcher, and the beautician, and the barber, and people everywhere around us. Everyone's dealing with something.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is dealing with something. The lady, yesterday I ran out in the morning to go get some milk. My daughter was trying to have cereal and she didn't have any more milk. So I quickly ran out and got her milk. So the person right in front of me, the cashier, says to him, so how's your day going? And he gives like this, he's hemming and hawing about how, the struggle of his day. She's like, oh, come on, make it great. Make your day great. Don't be, I thought it was really nice that she even cared that much to even ask.
Mm-hmm.
But most times people are just like, everyone's in their own little corner. Everyone's in their own little thing. And no one wants to open up to other people. What is going on in their life? To deal with people effectively and intelligently, see where they're coming from. You have to learn to see other perspectives as well. The best way to do it is to have empathy. Feel someone else's struggle, their challenge. And we'll never really be completely in someone else's shoes, which is why the Torah tells us, Al tadin et chavercha ad shetagia leMakomo. Don't judge your fellow till you're standing in their shoes, in their place. You know what? Is anybody here who's ever stood in someone else's place? No. We don't have the same background. We don't have the same schema. Like good word psychology, right? We don't have the same schema, right? Which is the whole background of their life, of how they grew up and how they see things. Some people have a very diminished perspective of everyone's out to get them. You'll never understand that perspective if you don't think that way. There are people who are very jealous people. You'll never understand them if you don't understand how they're jealous, etc., etc. A person needs to open up their mind to how other people are living, and you'll never really fully experience what someone else is going through. Never. You can try a little bit. And the more we try, the better we'll get at it. Whenever you find yourself in a class, at work, or in a social gathering, pay close attention to the people around you. Learn their names, talk to them, observe their moods, and listen. Wherever we are, there's always someone in need. Always. It may not be financial need. It may not be that they're hungry. They need a kind word. They need a compliment. They need a smile. Every human being has a need. Everyone. Figure out the people around you. What's their need? If you don't feel empathy for others, you usually end up adding to their burden. Say the wrong thing while they're suffering. How many people have told me, Rabbi, people came to visit me at the Shiva house. Person was sitting Shiva, and people say the most silly things. So someone's mother passed away at 93 years old. So how old was she? She was 93. Oh, well, that's fine. It's like, what do you? Well, it's someone's mother. If she's 63, it doesn't change it. If she's 33, it doesn't change it. It's still someone's mother. But people think it's amazing that sometimes people think that they have to say something. You don't have to say anything. Just sit there next to them. Feel their pain. That's it. I mentioned my brother has a podcast where he interviewed my sister. My sister lost a baby. And when she was sitting Shiva, she said how, people feel that urge to say something. They want to make sure that you remember that they were there. So they have to say something. Usually they say silly things. He said one lady sat next to her, cried her eyes out. Didn't say a word. She cried her eyes out. Got up, said the verse that you say to the mourner, and left. That's it. Didn't say a word. She said she got more comfort from that woman, from everybody else with their smart comments. Oh, did you vaccinate the baby? Did you not vaccinate the baby? Did you do? It's like, really? Didn't say a word. Just cried. It's like someone gets it. Someone gets my pain. Sharing the burdens of others is the way to bridge the gap between ourselves and the rest of the world, connecting us with the intrinsic oneness of humanity and the universe. Our sages teach us that every person has a spark of godliness. So in essence, we are all connected. We're all part of one entity. Humanity is part of one entity. I say that the people have an affinity to their sports teams. Why? It's the craziest thing, right? Everyone here loves the Texans, and we love the Rockets and the Astros. Why? What does it have to do with me? What's it going to change my life? In no way whatsoever. But people feel, if you're in Bangladesh and you see someone with a UT cap, like, oh, from Texas, we're like brothers. What are your brothers? You would never talk to each other if you saw each other here at the rodeo, right? You wouldn't say anything. But because we're from one, there is an affinity that we could find, a likeness, a similarity, a brotherhood, so to speak, a human brotherhood. We're human beings. We have more in common than not. We have more in common than not. Righteousness is just a concept unless it is felt in the heart. We have to understand that other people are as real as we are. Every person you meet is struggling, facing challenges, has choices, has situations every day, exactly like you do. find common ground with other people. They don't have to be going through the same exact struggle, but it's humanity. Let's find a way. And it's amazing that before we talk about judging people favorably, which is the next way number 40, we have this as a preemptive lesson. As a precursor. We need to first have empathy, and then you can judge people favorably. You can't judge people favorably if you don't feel for other people. So the next way is going to be way number 40. I look forward to seeing you there.